some of your brethren in the comedy field choose to use their gifts not at all. They've checked all willingness to want to make us laugh and only want to make us think about their opinions, how smart they are, how much better than us they are. And that brings me to Stephen Colbert. I'm going somewhere with this. We have a little soundbite queued up because he's been, I don't know why he's doing promo, probably to save his dying show, which has already been canceled. And for some reason, they let him have some 7-month hiatus where he can stay on the air and just plead victimhood. But here he is explaining why he's so important to you and why you really need him. And this is why you love him. Watch.
I'm curious what you feel like the great affirmative case is for a show like yours.
Why should shows like mine continue to exist, or like Kimmel or Jimmy or whatever?
And I said everyone plays a great affection, which is why I'm saying.
I said, why? Oh, we're like your friend who at the end of the day paid attention to the news more than you did. And you're aware of it, you just didn't do the detail work that we did. And then we curate that back to you at the end of the day. But it's really more about how we feel about it, or I as the person who like is the vehicle for that, how we felt about today. All those things that might have made you confused or angry or anxious or happy or surprised or something like that. I feel that way at the camera, or to the audience, really. I'm really performing for the audience and the camera captures it.
Thank you, right? His sacrifice. The most amazing thing about that is, first of all, yes, they used to want to make us laugh. But second of all, the number of times with the I, and the dismissiveness. I have actually said to the audience before, I understand you have busy lives, you have jobs, you have families. You definitely probably do not sit there all day looking at every headline and refreshing it. And that's what we in the news business do. But the way he said that was so condescending. Like, I read the news, you don't read. I know more than you do. His arrogance is oozing out of his pores, and he wants to use all of that to educate us because he's clearly our better.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it goes back to college and the college campus and sort of where a lot of these people come from, because a lot of these guys are academia type guys, and Conan O'Brien's like a Harvard guy. There's like a lot of Ivy League sort of elitism. And I think somebody said a sense of humor is some sort of marker for intelligence, and they all just jumped on it and held it with both hands. And it can be true sometimes. But these guys, and you know, I don't want to get into the I game like Colbert did, but these guys haven't been in the real world for a long time. You know, it's been 30 some odd, you know, it's basically college goes through to, you know, doing the Groundlings or improv troops, which are more like-minded people, and then on to the Daily Show, and then, you know, Jon Stewart and everything else. And they talk about common people or hardworking people or working men or the middle class or anything. They have disdain for those people. And that's why not going to college is like the end of the world for these guys. And I'm always telling people, get a trade, go to trade school. You won't be replaced by AI. If you can, you know, if you can do some, you know, if you can sweat copper pipes and, you know, turn a wrench and you know, use a nail gun, frame a house, like, you're not going to get replaced by a robot. So learn a trade. But these guys are elitists, and Colbert's an elitist, and also it's why they don't know what they sound like when they talk, because they don't realize they haven't been in that world for a long time, and like I said, they have a certain amount of disdain for those who are.
Doesn't it also explain why they look at Trump the way they do?
Yes. Well, Trump, okay, so the thing about Trump that you guys may not know is his background is as a commercial builder, right? And commercial builders are always in a hurry, because it's always like, well, the foundation's done, but now the framing, but what's holding up the framing? Where are the doors and the windows? Where's the drywall crew? Where's the HVAC crew? Like, where's the pipe fitters? Like, it's always like, who's next, who's next, who's next? And they're always in a hurry. And also you got to realize if you're a big time commercial builder, you need subcontractors, really good subcontractors who work with you all the time and have been there for many years. So he has to surround himself with people who can get the job done. That's basically Trump is the lead, and these are all his subcontractors. But if you ever see that tape of Trump coming down to Los Angeles after the fires and sitting with Karen Bass, my mayor, who is not a builder, she's more of a destroyer, and who is in no hurry to do anything and may suffer from a little gyno-fascism. Trump is sitting there and he's going, let's go. People need to clear their lots. They can start tonight. They should be able to do it themselves. It's their lot. And she's like, slow it down, take it down. And he's like, no, but hurry. And she's like, no, safety, just slow it down. And that's kind of the difference with Trump. You can see the sort of commercial builder in him. I mean, he literally is constantly like, hurry, what's next?
What do you make of all the gilding at the White House he's doing?
The gilding?
Yeah, like the gold all over everything. Are we pro or anti?
Oh, no. I would, look, I got to be honest. I would make fun of it if someone else was doing it. But that's my job, you know?
Yes.
That's my job.
That's not what you do when you build a house.
Gold leaf doesn't have a lot of architectural integrity in terms of strength. Like, it doesn't have a good shear strength. No, it is kind of funny.
But I can make the case for it.
How much gold is in that place?
I can make the case for it because I'm thinking, like, if you're married to Melania Trump and you've got to build a house around Melania, there has to be some gilding, does there not? You can't put her in, like, the double wide.
No. She doesn't like bad paneling. She doesn't.
No.
She won't cook off a George Foreman grill.
No.
I found that out the hard way. Story for another day. A long time ago.
It's the one time of year that Birch Gold Group gives away free gold with every qualifying purchase. That's right, for Black Friday, when you convert an existing IRA or 401k in whole or in part into a tax-sheltered IRA in gold, Birch Gold will send free gold to your home for every $20,000 purchased. Gold started this year around $2,600 an ounce. By October, it was over $4,000 an ounce. Why? Global uncertainty. 2025 has been defined by trade wars. Central banks are pulling from the U.S. dollar as the global reserve currency, and military tension continues to build. Gold thrives in times of uncertainty, and if you are looking to diversify your savings, Birch Gold can help you. Plus, now through November 30th, get free gold with a qualifying purchase. Just text MK to the number 989898 to claim your eligibility and for a free info kit on gold. But your opportunity for free gold with purchase will end on November 30th. So don't wait. Text MK to the number 989898 for full details. Message and data rates may apply. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.